Hi, I'm Ray McBerry. I'm the pastor of Pinnacle Baptist Church, and we're the ones that have put out the 8-part series on biblical cosmology that so many thousands of people here on YouTube have been watching over the last few months. And we decided to do something out of answering requests from a lot of other people to do a series of very short messages, each one with a different aspect of biblical cosmology, and comparing and contrasting biblical cosmology with secular cosmology. Because the reality is there are so many different things that you and I can observe for ourselves with our own senses that disprove secular cosmology and their model of the earth and the universe. But those things are proven to be true with biblical cosmology. But this particular short that I want to present to you today is one that deals with the subject of the two poles, because the information about the North Pole and the South Pole reveal very clearly that the secular cosmology model of the earth, the solar system, and the universe cannot be correct. Physics, true science, and just plain observation and logic disprove the secular model for cosmology, using nothing but the North Pole and the South Pole and what we observe at those two places. I want to share a short video with you about that, so don't go anywhere. A tale of two poles. According to the NASA website, the Earth is not spinning straight up and down like a top as it whirls around the sun, but has an axial tilt of 23.5 degrees. This tilt, modern scientists claim, is the reason for our variations of seasons as the Earth orbits the sun each year. In other words, they say the Earth is not a spinning ball that's spinning straight up and down, but it's tilted 23.5 degrees. And that tilt gives you the different seasons of the year. When the northern part of the ball is tilted away from the sun and is furthest away from the sun, those are our winter months, and vice versa, supposedly. But if this were true, the two poles should still be virtually identical in character, since they would spend equal amounts of time each year nearer the sun and farther from the sun. But is this the case? Are they virtually identical in character? No. The two poles are actually totally different in character. For example, did you know that the summer temperatures within the Arctic Circle, that's the North Pole, average almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit, with the small Russian town of, however you say that, recording a 100-degree day in June of 2020. That's near the North Pole. It gets in... The average summer temperature is 50 degrees. Did you know that? I didn't know that. 50 degrees up in the Arctic Circle. Now, that's not the very North Pole. They say that's in the middle of an ocean. But inside the Arctic Circle, the average temperature in the summertime is 50 degrees. I sure didn't know that until I did some research. That's why you're not going. Compare that to Antarctica, where the warm months never average above 0 degrees Fahrenheit. In Antarctica, the only plant life is lichens and fungi, while thousands of plants, including vegetables, bushes, and even trees, grow north of the Arctic Circle in the north. The only animal life on land in Antarctica are seals and penguins, while animal life north of the Arctic Circle includes squirrels, rabbits, foxes, wolves, lynx, bear, reindeer, and more. The two poles are totally different in character, namely because one is at the center of the flat earth and one is at the outer edge where even the sun rarely travels. The huge disparities between the two are not possible if the earth is truly a globe claimed by modern science. If it was a spinning ball, even tilted 23.5 degrees, both the North Pole and the South Pole would spend equal amounts of time nearer the sun and farther from the sun as the earth made its way around spinning. But the North Pole and the South Pole, as you just saw, are very different. The North Pole is much warmer than the South Pole. Why is the South Pole so different? Or let's not call it the South Pole, but Antarctica. Why is Antarctica so different than everything in the Arctic Circle in the north? It's because it's not an ice continent stuck to the bottom of the ball. It's the ring around the outer edge of the flat Earth. And it is away from the sun. Even the sun rarely goes to the south part of Antarctica. It's why the two are so different from one another. If it was a spinning ball, they should be almost the same in how they look, what the temperatures are, and who and what was able to live there. There's what the Arctic Circle looks like during the warm months of the year. Here's what most of Antarctica looks like most of the time during the year. If two things are different, South Georgia Island is located approximately 54 degrees south, well above the 66-degree line of the Antarctica Circle. Not a single tree or bush grows there. Seals and birds are the only native wildlife. Here is what Antarctica looks like at its warmest time. You see there are no trees or shrubs, nothing but just some kinds of little grasses and things that grow on the ground, and there's nothing there but seals and birds. Conversely, this is a picture of what the exact same distance from the North Pole looks like. One finds himself squarely in England at the 54th degree north parallel, where there's a huge variety of plant life and wildlife that are native to the countryside. This is 54 degrees towards the north. This is 54 degrees towards the south. Do they look the same? No, not at all. It's because they're not two places on two opposite ends of a ball. Antarctica is not a continent on the southern part of a ball at all. It's that outer ring of nothing but ice. I hope you've enjoyed this short video on biblical cosmology versus secular cosmology. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button down below. Like this video if you like it, of course. And if there are some other videos here on our channel, I hope that that you've seen, that you've watched, that you like. I hope you'll like those too. The more people that subscribe to the channel and the more people that like the videos on our channel, YouTube will put our videos in front of more people on a daily basis. And there are so many people that need to know the truth about biblical cosmology that have never even been introduced to it. So the more times you like videos on our channel, the more people YouTube is going to put our videos in front of, and they might see it for the first time, and it might be the day that they too are awakened to the truth about biblical cosmology and about the God of the Bible. Thank you for watching our video.